MumboJumbo basically quit playing Minecraft and making Minecraft videos for like half a year, and in his newest video he explained why he did that and how he felt. So in the unlikely scenario that you haven't watched that video yet, I'd recommend you to watch it before coming back to this. Chapter 1. I am like MumboJumbo. Kinda. And the thing is that when watching this video, I realized that I had experienced something similar to what he did recently, and after I had finished watching the video and I was done being glad that he hadn't completely quit Minecraft, I started to think a bit, not only about myself, but about every Minecrafter, if they will all experience something like this at some point, and if there's gonna be a large amount of people continuing to play the game for the next few decades, or if Minecraft, after over 10 years of what would be considered insane hype for most other games, is finally gonna fade into irrelevancy. Chapter 2. Why I am like MumboJumbo. Kinda. So why did I realize I may be in a similar situation to what Mumbo had been in? Well, in the middle of August, which was also the middle of my summer holidays, I had started my first ever long-term SMP since I started making YouTube videos with a few like-minded friends I'd met online. And in the first 2 weeks, I played more Minecraft than I'd ever played before in my life, and I also worked on videos for more hours a day than ever before. Probably for an average of over 10 hours a day, 7 hours a week. This got a little bit less extreme after the second week had passed, but throughout the rest of the summer holidays, I was still really motivated and playing or editing for most of my free time. Chapter 3. Why school is bad for me. Kinda. But this quickly changed once school started again. I'd already planned what was gonna be the first video I'd produce in school time, but those plans didn't work out that great, and what I had to do turned out to not be very fun. So in the time of having to make that video, I procrastinated a lot and watched YouTube videos for hours instead of creating content on many days. But I eventually managed to finish that video, even though it was released 1 week too late, and I knew that I had something fun planned for the next one, so I wasn't too worried about getting more motivated again. And then I started making that fun video, and it actually was a lot of fun to do. I still procrastinated and watched videos instead of being productive a little bit, but for the most part, everything was going well, until I started editing. Because I had absolutely no motivation to do so, and at that point, I really started to see the reason for why I was being so unproductive. It wasn't primarily that the first video at the time of school hadn't been a fun one to make, but rather the school itself. Now this is maybe hard to relate to, and many of you might not understand it, but going to school is really exhausting. And I'm not talking about being in school, because for me personally, doing schoolwork and taking tests and all the schoolwork itself is very easy and I practically don't have to study, but when coming home from 6 hours of school, I just feel exhausted and I lack any motivation to make videos. Whereas in the holidays, I can't get enough of it, and I wish that the day had more hours so that I had more time to work. And I still know that I'm gonna be unhappy about not having done anything all day long, and that I'd be very happy if it turned out to be a productive day, but making videos now feels to me like doing sports feels to many other people. Sure, it has long-term benefits, and it would objectively be a good thing to do, but the day was hard already, and it's much easier to go for the quick dopamine kick of watching funny YouTube videos for hours. And while I was able to resist this temptation for very fun tasks, as soon as I had to do something I didn't want to do that much in that moment, like editing, or I experienced some sort of unexpected setback, I'd just take the easy way. And this isn't really a new thing for me. If you look at when I uploaded videos last year, you'll see that on the 10th of September I uploaded my last episode of Hardcore Season 1, which was still produced in my summer holidays. And when I lost that world, I didn't upload again until the 23rd of October. Chapter 4. My challenge. Now luckily, while I did avoid editing my last video for quite a while, I wasn't totally wasting my time, because a few days prior I'd been at the friend's talking to him, and we'd come up with a video idea that we thought might go viral. So I was playing a Minecraft challenge instead of editing, but I was also still procrastinating a lot. And whenever there was a minor setback, I would basically quit playing for hours or the whole rest of the day. In the middle of the challenge, I luckily did eventually edit my video, but that's not really the point. The point is that since school started, I've been stopping to do everything as soon as I encountered a minor inconvenience. But I think I now know how to change that. Chapter 5. Why Minecraft is so great. So first of all, the day before writing this script, I was at the friends with whom I came up with that viral video idea, and we talked about all the fun we'd had together on various Minecraft servers. And by doing so, I realized what it was that had made me play Minecraft for so long, and why I was doing all of this in the first place. Building. For many people, building in Minecraft might not be that fun, but for me it really is. When I started playing more Minecraft, I was watching all these people who were really good at building, and I just couldn't fathom how amazing their creations looked in comparison to what I was doing on my PlayStation 3. So once I started playing on the PC and learning to build myself, and I created stuff that actually looked good in survival, it felt so unreal to me because I'd only ever seen that sort of stuff in YouTube videos. It felt how I imagine it must feel to watch a TV show you love all the time and then participate in that one yourself. So I'm not exaggerating when I say that completing a nice Minecraft build, for me, felt as exciting as Christmas had when I was 5 years old. And I've now realized that maybe I should do more of what I just genuinely love again, instead of thinking about which of the things I kinda enjoy I can best make into a YouTube video. But on the other hand, it's not like I didn't enjoy all the content I was creating over the last 15 months, and I do wanna try as hard as possible to make this YouTube thing a full-time job. Not in order to make a lot of money, but rather to avoid having to do it alongside studying at university. So I don't know about that yet. In any way, Chapter 6. Are people gonna play Minecraft forever? I've now reached my conclusion about if I think most people will stop playing Minecraft forever in the next few years, or if I think the game will live on for the next few decades. And I think that the second option is actually way more likely, because people like me and Mumbo are in a very unique situation of trying to consistently create good content and basically do this full time. And I think most people just don't face our issues. And now that I said people like me and Mumbo, I wanna clarify that the situations me and him are in, while in some ways similar, still differ a lot in many ways. He's been a grown-up, wildly successful content creator for many years, while I'm a teenager who's been doing this for the past 15 months with no one watching it. And while I am trying to explain why it feels hard to make content right now and how I wanna change that, I'm not at all trying to say that my life is hard in any way. In fact, I can literally think of nobody who I'd wanna exchange it with. Why did you decide to watch this again? And now there's also one major thing in my life that I wanna change in order to be more productive and more consistent with video production. I wanna stop the distraction. You'll remember that before, I mentioned several times how I would just start watching YouTube videos as soon as something was harder than expected, so I wanna stop watching YouTube completely. Now this is a temporary thing that I just decided on like 2.5 hours ago, so I really hope it's gonna be a lasting decision. But I think it might really help me become more focused for now. But I'm of course still not gonna wanna be productive constantly, so instead of accepting a 99% risk of watching YouTube anyway once I get bored, I'm gonna have a book with me wherever I go. And yes, I really do enjoy reading, but nonetheless, I think I'm gonna waste much less time reading than watching videos. And to end this whole video, I wanna tell you that this was mostly a monologue with myself, and you should maybe have other priorities than listening to a teenager's life advice or whatever this was. I primarily made this first as a monologue, as I said, and second, to explain to everyone who really follows this channel, and yes, I'm talking to both of you, why my videos are coming out late currently and how I plan on changing that. And also, maybe you wanna watch this last episode that took me unnecessarily long to edit, and I'd also suggest you subscribe if you don't wanna miss the challenge video that I'm hopefully gonna release soon, which is by the way about me playing 100 days in the Minecraft